will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transferal of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the ballots, and the ballots are a disaster.
I understand that, but people are rioting. Do you commit to making sure that there's a peaceful transferal of power?
We want to get rid of the ballots, and we'll have a very peaceful. There won't be a transfer, frankly. There'll be a continuation.
Donald Trump is currently holding a press conference as we speak, and during the press conference, he was asked whether he intends on engaging in a peaceful transfer of power if he loses the election to Joe Biden. And he made it clear that he doesn't intend to unless the ballots are thrown out. And as you guys know, Trump has been pushing this false, completely fake narrative about how ballots lead to widespread voter fraud. There's absolutely no evidence of that. In fact, there is evidence to the contrary, but it doesn't matter. Trump knows that he's lying. He's intentionally doing it. And this is just yet another piece of evidence indicating that regardless of what happens in this upcoming general election, he is not in any way interested in just stepping down if he loses.
Yeah, he specifically said, unless you get rid of the fake ballots, there won't be a transfer, there will be a continuation. There will be a continuation. And I'm sure somewhere Kayleigh McEnany is like scrambling to find her trapper keeper to write notes about what he actually meant by saying that, but we know exactly what he meant by saying that. And we already know what he and the White House and the Republicans are doing behind the scenes. They're obviously, in terms of their interviews with potential Supreme Court nominees, they're gonna 100% have a litmus test on will you rule that the election is in my favor, whatever it takes. They're working to flip Republican state legislatures to nullify the effect of the outcome of elections if they need to. That's been reported today. He's just saying it openly. In Chopper Talk, at these press conferences, he's saying there will be a continuation of power because I've been complaining very strongly, he said, about mail-in ballots. And we can stick our head in the sand and pretend that it's not happening. We can pretend that this happening in any other country wouldn't terrify us. Some people have been doing that for years, they'll continue to. But I myself am horrified, and I really hope that the Democratic Party is taking this seriously. I hope that the media is taking it seriously and is ready for what's gonna come, because it's not hard to predict what the next few steps of this are. He's telegraphing it, as someone pointed out, like a Bond villain.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And so the Biden campaign has this giant hill to climb, because I think that he's falling short when it comes to messaging and campaigning. But even if he does everything perfectly, right, which he's not, but even if he were, the election is real, like the whole electoral process is on the line. What Donald Trump is doing puts our entire democratic process on the line. And so I haven't really seen enough of a fight, or much of a fight, to be honest with you, from the Democratic Party, from the Biden camp. What are they doing to ensure that the Trump campaign doesn't just rig this election in various ways, right? What the post office was doing was just one aspect of it. I mean, we have armed people showing up to in-person polling places. We have Trump protesters showing up at in-person voting places, blocking people from being able to enter the building so they can vote. We reported on that earlier this week in Fairfax, Virginia, where Trump protesters were blocking people from being able to go into the polling location to vote. I mean, there's so many different examples of how they're trying to throw this election in their favor. What is Biden and the Democratic Party doing to stop this, right? To stop what Trump is doing? And I haven't seen anything. It's just. And then at the same time, John, I don't get this like weird overconfidence. I hear it from people all the time. Oh, we just gotta get to the election. We just gotta get to the election. Oh yeah, all sorts of people who think like we can just get through the next 40-something days, everything's gonna be fine. What makes you think that Biden, A, is gonna win, or B, if he does legitimately win, that Trump is just gonna engage in a peaceful transition of power? He's already made it clear in a number of instances that he doesn't plan on doing that.
Yeah, and whatever dirty tricks he is going to pull, because it's not really a hypothetical at this point, he's definitely going to do it. Our champions, our avengers, are Biden and Schumer and Pelosi. They're the ones that are, and maybe Feinstein will get invited to it. They're the ones that are gonna fight back against this and save American democracy. Jesus, what a dark place we've come to.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.